this is Jen, and welcome back to my teaching vlog. So last week I told you all about my school had a plan and I'm comfortable with it and I'm wrapping my head around it. And I spent this week kind of thinking about, how I'm going to teach. I changed my mind about the live streaming and thought I'd go to more of a flipped classroom model. And then I was thinking about, what my day would look like. So my thoughts kind of turned in that direction. What am I going to do during my free periods? Where am I going to eat lunch? What am I going to wear? And then just as I was kind of starting to wrap my head around that, I realized maybe our school doesn't have a plan, at least not one that they've announced to us yet. They announced the plan proposal at the end of July, and then the Governor Cuomo made his announcement on August 7th, but we haven't gotten any official word on here's what we're doing. And this week, schools around me started announcing they were going to go all remote. And little by little, more and more schools are making that announcement. So then I'm wondering, are we going to do that? Are we going to go all remote? So am I starting hybrid or am I starting remote? So I'm right back to that place of uncertainty of what's going on in the fall. Teachers report back 2 weeks from tomorrow as of the day that I'm filming this. And so I've got 2 weeks to kind of figure out what I'm going to do and I guess make a couple of different plans, a plan A, a plan B, a plan C. I guess, as a teacher, we're kind of used to that. When things go wrong in the classroom, you always have to have your plan B, but this is kind of like next level plan B. So now I'm kind of thinking about, okay, so now I've figured out how I would teach hybrid, I think, more or less. And how am I going to adapt that to remote if we get an announcement in the next few days that, yeah, we're going to go all remote. So I'm kind of right back to that place of uncertainty. So for those of you who watched my vlog last week, my first episode, I want to say thanks so much for watching. And I really enjoyed reading all the comments and hearing feedback from teachers from all over the world about how their teaching is going or what their plans are for the fall. And my favorite part was when you guys responded back to each other's comments. That's what I would love to see happen here. It's just a community of teachers supporting each other and talking to each other and having these conversations from teachers of different parts of the US and from all over the world. So I think that's a really cool thing, and I would love to see that happen. But so anyway, for where I'm at this week right now, I'm starting to think about how I would teach remotely and kind of get into place a plan A and a plan B. And then my mind also goes back to logistics again. Okay, if I'm all remote, what's my office space going to look like? Because I just had like a makeshift setup in the spring, and I don't want to do that again if we're teaching remote for an extended period of time. So then I want to just logistically, ergonomically set up an office space for myself. So I don't know, I've got a lot going on in my head right now. But I guess, I'll feel better when we actually do have a plan. And I miss the students, and I also miss my teacher friends. They're my tribe, they're my people, and I really miss them a lot. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them again. So I would be sad if we don't go back in the fall in some ways, and relieved in others, for health concerns and all that. Because these are scary times. And where I am in New York is very, very close to New Rochelle, which was a big hotbed back in the spring. So we know what this virus does. It's come very, very close to home. We were one of the first huge hotspots in the country. So, so there's just a lot going on right now for me, like for everybody. And this week I'm just kind of like really up in the air. I'm spinning a little bit. I'm not really sure, what my life is going to look like in 2 weeks. But I do know my school is doing a lot of planning. I'm on a couple different committees planning for reentry. So I know when they're ready to announce a plan, I'll know. It's just that in the meantime, I'm just trying to figure out how remote will differ from hybrid. Will it be different? Will it be the same? I mean, hybrid has some real benefits of being able to teach the kids in person how to use the technology. So, you know, that aspect will be very different, you know, than if they start remotely and I have to teach them how to use all this technology and all these tools from remotely from the beginning. That's going to be different. And relationship building will be different. You know, we all know that relationship building is a huge part of teaching. And and it's a very important part of my teaching. It's a big part of my teaching style, is making connections with the kids and, you know, really forming strong relationships with them. So, you know, so relationship building in an online world is very different than relationship building in the real world. So that's another thing that I'm going to have to think about. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And, you know, please leave where you're at in the comments. And I really encourage you to read through some other people's comments and respond back to them. And, you know, let's get a dialogue going. Let's support each other, because, you know, that's the only way we're going to get through this, is together. So thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this vlog, then take a moment and like and subscribe to my channel. And I guess I'll see you again next week with another update with whatever information I have.